if you see something, say something. अगर तुसी कुछ देखते हो तो जरूर speak up करो. nCOURAGE.ca. So we are attending this event, Encourage, a safe place to share, expansion kickoff. So we have seen that human sex trafficking is a major concern, major issue across Canada. And here in the Peel region, it's a quite serious crime, the sex trafficking. And 62%, more than 62% of cases of Canada, they originate here from the Peel region. And Peel region is one of the hotspot across Canada for sex trafficking. And the early age of recruitment is 13 years of these kids. In many cases, we had seen that 9 years kids have been exploited by this sex trafficking. And this week is a Survivor and Victims Crime Week. And in this week, the nCOURAGE, they have launched kickoff expansion in the Peel region. They will have a center in Brampton, in Caledon, and also in coming months, they will have a center in the airport, in the Pearson Airport. And the reason for this is that Toronto or Ontario or this place, Peel region, is surrounded by the highways, big highways, and we have Toronto Pearson Airport. That is one of the main reasons that these traffickers, they have an easy access to these kids. But it won't stop here. We have federal counterparts, we have provincial counterparts, those who give the fundings, and the organizations like CAS, Children Aid Society, Our Place Peel, EFRY, Hope and Help of Women. They are operating this initiative to help the survivors and victims. And the main thing is awareness. Awareness should be there in the schools and preventive measures should be there. Let's see the report of expansion kickoff of nCOURAGE.
So we're excited to be here today to see the expansion of nCOURAGE, which is going to expand our locations across the region, including a new site at Pearson Airport. We're also expanding 2 new partners, adding them into the collaborative, Caledon Dufferin Victim Services and Victim Services of Peel, and getting ready to launch our public education and awareness campaign to really fight against human trafficking within Peel region. This is a really important topic. We know that children and youth are disproportionately impacted, especially those involved in the child welfare system, and that the average age of a child who's being trafficked is 13 years old. So to have partners come together and to do this work, from community partners to child protection to law enforcement and to victims and advocates, this is what we need to do to come together to fight this horrific crime. And I'm just glad everyone's here today.
Hi, today we are here at the Safe Center Peel for the expansion of the new nCOURAGE Center. There's going to be a new location at the airport as well. Today is all about human trafficking, and all the work that's going on here is really to protect our kids and our future. Human trafficking, the numbers in Peel are sadly very, very high, and we need to do what we can to protect these kids. This center is one place that's a safe and secure place. It's to protect them. A location at the airport, that's a huge collaboration. So thank you to the airport and the collaboration that's happening behind the scenes for this, including with Children's Aid Society. It's really to be able to either stop, catch, or protect. I can't say enough about why this topic is so important. It's to protect our boys, our girls, and our future, and our women. So if you want to get involved, please look up Safe Center Peel, look up nCOURAGE, learn a bit more about it. I think more than anything, become aware about it, teach your kids about it. So many different areas we go out in public, we may not even notice something is happening. So I think creating that awareness and understanding is really important for us to be able to know if we spot a child in trouble, how do we help them and what can we do? And again, thank you so much for being here to support this.
We're here at the nCOURAGE launch, which is a community hub to support human trafficking within the region of Peel. Human trafficking is a huge issue within our region, and we have to think of different ways to combat this issue, and nCOURAGE is an excellent way where we can help support survivors and help them along their journey of healing and hope.
My name is Timia Nagy. I am a social advocate, a survivor, and an entrepreneur. I'm here today in the region of Peel to support the announcement of the extension of nCOURAGE. nCOURAGE basically is a hub where if you're a survivor of human trafficking, as young as 13, as old as 25, you could come and actually get support, and the support that you think that does not exist today. The importance of the announcement today means that today, the region of Peel and victims and survivors and families in the region of Peel will be able to get trauma-informed, victim-centered wraparound services. That means if you were a victim of this terrible crime, you actually have the help that you need to guide you and walk you through every step of the way on your healing journey, or ask for help, or ask for help for your family. But most importantly, they are here to let you know that you are not alone. Sex trafficking is actually an incredibly predominant issue. It has been for a very long time, but now we actually have the numbers to prove it. Anybody who is in poverty, or just literally just younger, youth are incredibly vulnerable just only because they are younger, and not to mention obviously our immigrant population. If you don't speak the language, if you came here to study and you're desperate for a job or housing, you can actually be exploited and trafficked just simply because you were looking for a place to live. So exploitation doesn't just happen through sex exploitation, it happens through many different ways, like forced labor. You got hired and you didn't get paid, and you are ashamed to tell your parents back home because they put all of their money together to send you to Canada for a better life. So the announcement of nCOURAGE today is incredible. If you are out there, if you are alone, if you feel isolated, if you're scared, please come forward and ask for help. The reason for Peel region to be named one of the hot spot in Canada for sex trafficking is because this region has a large number of visitors due to Pearson Airport as well. So human trafficking is basically like a numbers game. You go where people are. You're trying to sell your product, which most of the time is your victim. So Peel region is an incredible large region. Region is close to Toronto. You can get anywhere from region of Peel. So it is because large population, highways, and it's also because of Toronto Pearson. It's a home to many immigrant and different cultures as well.
So we are here today for the nCOURAGE'S relaunch. nCOURAGE is Peel's anti-human trafficking hub. So most of you know that human trafficking is probably the worst crime that we see in and around. It's silent, but it actually impacts the soul of human beings, soul of children, youth, or victims who are involved in this crime. Our effort to bring all our communities together and to come up with a plan to support the survivors and victims and to keep the perpetrators accountable for what they are doing. So this is an initiative that is led by Peel Children's Aid Society along with our community partners eFry and Our Place Peel, and the two new partners are also coming to the fold at this point, that is Dufferin Caledon Victim Services and also Victim Services of Peel. So this is just start, and then we need all of your support to make it as a relevant social service in our region. The Peel Police and Peel Children's Aid Society, Peel's community are all in this together. So thank you so much, and being a support, and really appreciate community taking a step forward. And then if you see something, say something. Call us, and we are there to support children and youth who are victims of human trafficking.
हैशटैग मीडिया ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਸਾਨੀਆ ਸਿੱਧੂ, ਮੈਂਬਰ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਸਾਊਥ ਤੋਂ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ nCOURAGE ਹਬ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਾਂਚ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਗੁੱਡ ਸਟੈਪ ਟੂ ਕੰਬੈਟ ਦ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕਿੰਗ ਇਸ਼ੂ। 62% ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਕਾਫੀ ਅਲਾਰਮਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਜ਼ ਕਿ GTA ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਏਜੰਸੀਜ਼ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਗੀਆਂ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਤੇ, ਇਟ ਵਿਲ ਹੈਲਪ ਟੂ ਕੰਬੈਟ ਦਿਸ ਇਸ਼ੂ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਈ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਏਜੰਸੀਜ਼ 'ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਫਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਸੋ ਟੁਡੇ ਇਜ਼ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਸਟੈਪ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅੱਜ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੱਬ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 3 ਸਟਰੀਮਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ and how early prevention is always key to solve the problem. So ਜਿਹਦੇ 'ਚ police agencies and many other CBSA ਤੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ governments ਵੀ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਗੀਆਂ. So I really want to congratulate Mary Beth and then all the team members. ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ initiative ਹੈਗਾ. So ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ to congratulate the team and best wishes for her team and ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਏਜੰਸੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਅੱਜ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਰੀਲੀ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਸੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਆਲ ਦ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਹੈਸ਼ਟੈਗ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ cover karda haiga burning issues. So thank you so much for the covering today the launch of the nCOURAGE Hub.
Hi. So I'm Charmaine Williams, MPP Brampton Centre and Ontario's Minister for Women's Social and Economic Opportunities, and we are here in an important building. This building is Children's Aid Society, our Safe Centre, and the nCOURAGE Hub. In Ontario, we are investing in organizations and services so that they're centralized, people have easy access and are able to get the supports from therapists and counselors, people who are going to help them navigate the many services that are available. Now, this nCOURAGE Hub is focusing on those who are trying to get out of human trafficking, working on prevention and the initial system to make sure women and young kids are not being wrapped in the horrific crime of human sex trafficking. This hub has organizations from across our region who are coming together and providing these supports like EFRI, Victim Services, Peel Children's Aid, and all of the other organizations that are part of the hub. So there are services in Peel, and as your government under the leadership of Premier Ford, we are investing heavily through our human trafficking strategy, $345 million. It is the largest investment in the country, and we are doing that right here in Ontario because we believe that our children are so important, women's safety is so important, and the health of our communities are vital to the success of our province.
Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, Assalamu Alaikum, Mintwada, Brampton Northall, PC Party MLA, Graham McGregor. We're here at the launch of the nCOURAGE Hub at Peel Children's Aid Society as we all get together with so many community partners to combat human sex trafficking, which unfortunately is impacting children in our community as young as 11. Actually, the average victim's age is about 13. It's a crime that thrives in silence, and we are not only raising awareness, but we're also supporting victims and survivors and working together to hold the scumbags, the offenders accountable who conduct such heinous acts. So today's a great day for Peel Region, great day for Ontario, part of our plan in Ontario, $345 million anti-human trafficking initiative. It's great to see so many folks out here. I want to thank Hashtag Media for covering the story as well. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? I'm Matt Mahoney, Deputy Mayor of the City of Mississauga. So pleased to be here today for this announcement of the expansion of the hub. nCOURAGE is just such an important group and organization. Sex trafficking is such a huge problem that our Peel Regional Police regularly have to combat. So this partnership and this movement forward is certainly going to make a positive impact. Peel Regional Council has been fully supportive of this and will continue to support in any way we are. As a member of the Peel Regional Police Services Board, I'm 100% behind this group, and I thank everybody for their initiative, their care, and for being here today for this important announcement. Thank you.
Use your breath. Should we just hold it? And we have representatives from the CAS, Children's Aid Society. So tell us about this project and expansion in the Peel region.
Yeah, so we are an anti-human trafficking hub in Peel region. So this hub is led by Peel Children's Aid Society, but we've partnered alongside Our Place Peel and EFRI Hope and Help for Women. And what our hope is to provide holistic support and seamless support for people between the ages of 12 to 24. The expansion has now including Caledon and Victim Services of Peel, and we also are going to have a presence at Pearson Airport because we do see the intersection of human trafficking within all of these spaces. And so when we have such a nuanced crime, it is very important for a victim to be able to access all of these supports because all of these areas of their lives can be impacted together. And so to be able to exit a situation like this, you do need to wrap around victims and survivors.
How serious is the issue? Because the recruitment is as young as 13 years old, and 62% of cases they originate here in the Peel region.
Yes, it is quite a large issue actually. Peel region has a higher growth rate in human trafficking cases than we are seeing provincially or even within Toronto. And it's because we have the major highways, it's because we have Toronto Pearson Airport. We have all of these things that are, I guess, for lack of a better word, important components to trafficking. And so that's why we have to be more vigilant, especially within Peel region. And that's why we are partnering together. All of our partners, and even the ones not named here, are so important in this space because of how big of a crime it has become within Peel region.
Okay, and where one can contact the nCOURAGE if they need a support? How can they reach
Yes,
out?
so you can actually just contact Peel Children's Aid Society, but we even have a website. It's nCOURAGE.ca, and then we also have a phone number. Do you have a phone number? Okay, so the phone number would also be on our website. It's nCOURAGE.ca.
Say about this expansion in the Peel region and how serious is this issue, because we had seen sextortions, we have seen sex trafficking, and no doubt Ontario or this Toronto area is one of the major hub, but we need to tackle this, which nCOURAGE is starting doing this.
I would say that if you suspect a child, youth, or anyone requires support, call nCOURAGE, call any local support system, because if you see something, you should say something. Your intervention could be the difference between the life-saving opportunity for this victim or something critical happening to this individual.
How many stories you have seen in the previous years?
We have heard hundreds of stories. We have managed hundreds of cases, and some as low as 9 years old.
Wow.
And those are the most complex. And we want to get there to prevent these situations happening early so they can grow, like heard Timay and Maggie say, they can become healthy adults and address their trauma early on so they can just get on with their lives.
So do we have enough support from the provincial and federal counterparts?
We couldn't be more happier than our provincial government. We couldn't be more happier with our ministry, MCCSS. We thank them for their support and their constant leadership in our sector.
And keep doing the good job by nCOURAGE. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.